Hold up.
I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe at home. Today I want to talk about the art of flowing. The art of flowing and glowing. When you start to flow, you all automatically start to glow. Because when you flow in a state of flow, anxiety, your problems, your stress, everything seems to be a little bit less significant. People who live in flow, it doesn't mean that they don't have stress. People who live in flow doesn't mean that they don't experience anxiety or problems or negativity. They do, but in their process and in their choice of living with flow, they just don't give it too much of significance, energy, and attention. The moment we pause in our natural flow, all of us are flowing in some way or the other. From the time you wake up to the end of the day, you are flowing, but some flow with resistance. The flow isn't proper. It's like an artery that's filled with plaque. The blood doesn't flow, so the pressure rises, you have cholesterol issues, you can have a stroke because the flow isn't proper, but there is still flow happening. So all of us flow. We all flow. Some of us flow and glow, some of us don't flow and we don't glow because there is resistance in the way that we flow. You're sitting by a river, okay, and you're watching dried leaves fall into the river and they flow. They're just going, they're not stopping in their flow. They're not looking to see what the birds are saying, what's happening around them. They just flow and they follow their path with no significance to what's happening around them. Now, as human beings, we're in a state of flow naturally, but most of us stop this flow with our resistance. Today, we're going to learn simple things that you can do to get into a state of flow. Because like I said, when you learn to live in a state of flow, all of your anxiety, all of your stress tends to get better. In fact, you have more mental clarity to achieve your goals, your dreams, and to actually take certain actions that can reduce your stress and anxiety over time. If you are a business leader, or if you're creating a project, okay, if you're a creative leader, but the creative thoughts are not flowing, you can't be successful at what you do. So creative thinkers like to find a place in nature, have a cup of coffee or tea or something that gets them into that state of flow where there is no distraction and all the ideas continue to flow. That's why most people get their ideas when they're amidst nature, when they're doing a walk in the woods, when they're doing a run in nature. All of their ideas start to flow and you just wait back to get that pen and paper to write down all the ideas that you have. So we need the environment around us to create flow. If you're stuck in toxic relationships or you're constantly in a toxic job or with a toxic colleague or a toxic friend circle, there's no way you can flow because you're constantly resisting, trying to protect yourself, trying to use your ego and pride to get you out of situations, to defend you. So that comes in the middle of flow. So the first step of flow is be aware of your self-talk. Self-talk can be constructive and self-talk can also be destructive. Negative self-talk like, oh, I'm so fat, no one will love me. Oh, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I keep doing these things. I'm not worthy of love. No one is ever going to love me. I will never find love again. All of this is negative self-talk, which becomes your own obstacles towards flowing in life. Whereas positive self-talk is, hey, I can do this. Okay, this was bad, one bad relationship, but that was one bad person. There are so many out there. Everyone's not going to have to be the same way as the previous person. Or positive self-talk. Yeah, my body's sick right now, but it has the capability to heal. Okay, I may not be so smart at this, but these are my strengths. Let me optimize them. So positive self-talk can help you to get into flow. Okay, I know, fine, I have a weight problem. These are the actions I should take. These are the things the poor lifestyle changes I should, get over, and then I can flow. But, oh, I have a weight problem, but I don't want to do this. But I just ate a little bit more. But I want to eat this. Resistance, no flow or compromised flow. So your self-talk is something that you have to be mindful of and aware of if you want to stay in a state of flow. Which brings me to the second point, which is awareness. You cannot be in a state of flow if you don't live with awareness, with consciousness, with mindfulness. So when I'm aware that, hey, I'm not feeling good right now. Why? Oh, I had a call with someone who said these particular things. At least I'm aware of what is stopping my flow. I'm aware of what is robbing me of this moment of happiness. I'm aware of what's causing my pain. Fine, oh, I got some pain right now. Before I start blaming it on everyone, let me see what I ate 30 minutes ago. Okay, I think I ate my meal too quickly. Oh, I ate that particular food that I'm not supposed to eat because it bloats me up. So you see, awareness, mindfulness, and consciousness allows us to be in a state of flow. It allows us to be aware of the negative as well as the positive, because when I'm aware, I can take the right action. But if I'm not aware, I just go through blaming, complaining, saying, oh, life is difficult, this is bad, this tablet isn't working, this food is horrible, this diet isn't working, people are mean, because you're just reacting. But with awareness, you ground yourself and you allow yourself to take right action. So we have to be aware to flow. That fine, right now things aren't going well for me. Today's a bad day. It started off badly. I had a great day yesterday, but today is a bad day. At least I'm aware of it, so I can continue to flow. Okay, I'm aware I'm having a bad day. Now, what are some of the things I can do to change the course of my day, to change the way I'm flowing right now? But if I'm not aware, I don't allow that to happen. 3, trust your feelings. A lot of people don't trust their feelings, and these are the people who constantly look for validation. They constantly look at, the opinions, what people are going to say, what people are going to think. So they're not connected within. They want to base their flow on what society is doing, what social media is predicting. They have to ask 10 friends, is this what I should be doing? Sometimes it's nice to get mentorship and guidance, but if we need the opinions of other people to guide us all the time or to validate what we're doing, that means you don't trust your feelings and you cannot flow. In a state of flow, you trust your feelings that right now, this feels to be the right thing. Let me do it and continue flowing. Right now, I feel this isn't the right thing to do. My gut instinct tells me otherwise. Fine, let me take that action, but I continue to flow. I don't wait for opinions. I don't wait for validation and then wait to see if the validation and opinions were right. So trust your feelings. The 4th point, which is the most important to flow, acceptance. Learn the power of acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you become a doormat. Acceptance doesn't mean people can walk all over you. Acceptance is that, let me accept the things that I cannot control. When we learn to accept the things that we cannot control, the things that you can control, take the right action. The things that you can't, accept them or let go of them. Because no matter how much you worry about it, it cannot change the situation. It's out of control. So by accepting, you continue to flow. And as you continue to flow, things may change around you. How many of you have woken up, started their day really badly and thought, oh my God, this is going to be such a bad day. But it was just a bad hour. In the next hour, your day changes dynamically. And now all of a sudden you're happy and you're ecstatic because you continued to flow. But if I start my day and hour number 1 is bad and I label and negative self-talk my day that, oh, this is going to be such a bad day, guess what? That's exactly what's going to happen. You've already determined the way your day is going to flow. But it could have been just a bad hour, a bad 2 hours, but the rest of the day can be fantastic for you. So self-talk, acceptance, connected with one another. Accept that what is happening right now is what is happening right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be up to my expectations. Let me flow and see how things change. So I move through the day with curiosity, with wonder, with hope that things can get better. And if things get worse, I know they will also get better. This is the beauty of flow. It brings us to the next point, which is decision. The power of decision, the power to decide is the power to affect an outcome. If you don't make a decision, you don't have an outcome. You're stuck. Like most people in victim mode are stuck because they never decide what to do. They never decide what action to take. But the moment you realize you have the power to decide, and that decision can affect an outcome, positively, negatively, we don't know. But for an outcome to happen, you have to make a decision. So when I'm in the state of flow, let's say I'm hitting an obstacle right now, I need to make a decision. So I can change my course, go around the obstacle, go over the obstacle, go under the obstacle. So we have to make decisions to flow. That brings me to the next point, which is action. If you don't take action, you stay stuck. Let's say that leaf, okay, is just flowing and it hits a rock, okay, and it decides to cling on to the rock. But the tide comes and it moves it around the rock. It continues to flow. But when we don't take action and we want to hold on to the space that we're stuck in, we want to hold on to victim mode because we feel safer, or we're beginning to unconsciously or consciously enjoy the sadness, enjoy the attention it brings us, enjoy the sympathy that people show us, we stay stuck. So we have to take action. And at the end of the day, flow is reflection. Reflect on how you flowed. You may find parts of your day where you didn't flow. Reflect on that. What were the obstacles? Was it your ego that popped up? Was it your pride that didn't allow you to flow? Was it you being stuck and not making a decision? So the more we reflect, the more we learn. Remember, to flow, life is always guiding you. If you think you have to manage every second and minute of your day and do everything right, you'll go crazy by now. We all know, or we choose not to know, that life is guiding us in some direction or the other. So sometimes, if you want to flow with an assignment, flow with a project, flow with your studies, immerse yourself deeply into it. So let's say I have a project right now and I immerse myself, but I constantly keep looking at my phone. Which notification have I got? Scroll down social media. I can't flow. I break the flow of my thought and I break the flow of my action. So that's called deep work. When you immerse yourself into deep work, you flow, you finish. Immerse yourself in a workout. Don't keep looking at your phone to see whose body is better than yours. You have a workout, immerse yourself into it. Flow with the exercises, flow with the action. Get into a possibility of flow with everything that you do. You will find that you finish the task way faster than other people. It will be effective for you and you get a sense of fulfillment. So remember, life is always guiding you, and try to live as though everything that's happening to you right now in your life is happening for the right reason. Now you may say, hey Luke, but I'm sick. So who said you should never be sick? Oh Luke, but I'm unhappy. But who said you should never be unhappy? Sometimes this unhappiness or the sickness is a reminder for you to change your lifestyle, to get better. Of course, there are some unfortunate things that happen that's beyond our control. It's destiny. We have no control over that, but it doesn't mean that we should not live with that belief that whatever is happening for me right now is happening for the right reason. And that's what gets you into a state of flow. You learn to accept, you learn to let go, you learn to acknowledge, and that is flow. When you learn to flow, everything, you can be in chaos. The world is in chaos right now. But so many people are still calm. So many people are still going with the flow. People are flowing, even though they've lost loved ones, they've lost family members, but they choose to continue flowing because there's nothing else that you can do. So there are two kinds of people. Everyone's faced with the same problem right now. In India, there's a problem of a virus, mutation, lack of oxygen. You're faced with that problem. But there are some people who react differently, some people who respond differently, and some people who flow through it, handling the problems as life throws it to them in their own flow. That's a better way of doing it, not beating up your health, becoming a victim of anxiety and stress, which doesn't fix any of your problems, and losing your health in the whole process. Learn to flow. When you flow, you automatically glow. If you flow the wrong way, you glow the wrong way. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.